From a rip-roaring flow to a slow trickle, the local creek system is an important feature to San Luis Obispo. I'm Dylan Foreman, and as your community reporter, I looked into how the storm systems that rolled through last week affect and impact our creek.
San Luis Creek runs through the heart of downtown and is both an urban amenity and a vital watershed during winter storms. City biologist Freddie Oddie tells me it's constantly being maintained.
As the creeks kind of converge on San Luis Obispo proper, that's where we have to be more concerned about the potential for pollution impacts just from the developed area, but also the constriction that we see.
John Pillow is a co-owner of Four Seasons Outfitters. The business sits on the bank of the creek right before the Marsh Street Bridge, and though it didn't flood this time, it has before.
And the water in the middle of our parking lot was a shallow river running from the back of behind the creek, behind the building next to us. And the water just came up to the concrete level.
These pictures show what the creek looked like last Thursday off of Higuera Street near the Marsh Street Bridge and just upstream near where both Stenner and San Luis Creek meet. Currently, the Mid-Higuera Bypass project is in the works to help mitigate flooding in those areas of the creek. But Oddie says what they learned from the January 2023 storms is that being proactive about debris removal helps water continue to flow even when levels rise.
With the built environment, we have to make sure that we've got enough capacity to be able to pass flows through the system here so that we don't have to be as concerned about flooding, especially with the downtown core and businesses.
While the runoff does collect pollution from the urban environment, Oddie says that the heavy rain actually makes the water cleaner.
But the solution to pollution is dilution, and so at least it's not as toxic as it can be with all that stuff being concentrated because there is such flow coming through.
He adds the presence of steelhead salmon during this time is an indicator that the creek is healthy.
And the female steelhead will slap her tail against the creek bed and create a depression, and that's where she would be laying her eggs.
I went down, my boy was with me at the time, he was a little kid, he was like 4 or 5, and we pulled the salmon out and got it back in the water. I think, it was, good size.
City biologist Freddie Oddie says the Mid-Higuera Bypass project will be complete by the end of 2025. Here in San Luis Obispo, I'm Dylan Foreman, KSBY News.